Oh, this is a nice room. A big room. And this is recording from a hotel room. Hope that doesn't make people dizzy and stuff like that. I'm not having a party and it's quieter here. But hopefully when I stay places, I'll stay somewhere better that doesn't smell like cigarette smoke. But that's not what I'm doing this video about. But I like a lot of action movies, and I don't need to spend my time watching action movies, and that just help get things done in life, and I need to get things done in life, and that's important. Okay. But the purpose of this is to maybe beat the algorithm or whatever the case may be. But I have a lot to say, and I just I'm still want to have that compassionate person, a real person, a live person I could actually talk to, and maybe I'll watch action movies, and then we can change the world and help people and do humanitarian things like that, and maybe cry for humanity and cry for things that you can change, and deep down in your heart, and set goals on what to change and how to change it, and things to do, and how to help people, and just all kinds of things like that. This is not going to be a long video, and I didn't plan to make it a long video. It's just like I gotta go to sleep, and I have goals and things, and I'm just here for something for the Patriots, and maybe I shouldn't have said Patriots, and I have nothing wrong with that, and you have to love the country and just and how to do humanitarian things, and how to change things, and how to help, and I can't be watching stuff about people who are assassins and things like that, and fight sequences and all kinds of things like that. I just have to focus on praying, and more praying, and helping people, and ministering, and just teaching people who love God, and have a deep relationship with God, and just stuff like that. But it's just that like sometimes I think about having a life that's action packed and stuff like that, but not in a bad way. A way of we have to release people from slavery. We have to care about, because I'm not convinced people are compassionate and really know God, and intimately, and things like that, like they say they do, because they don't care about releasing people from slavery, and and rescuing children, and rescuing people from bondage. If they say Jesus came to set the captives free, but then they don't care about setting the captives free. They don't even care about freeing people from under face masks. It's just that maybe that's my opinion. It's just that I gotta go to sleep, and this video wasn't supposed to be like this, and I have a lot of opinions, and just that finding out all kinds of things, and how can I tell my family, and tell people that I know that they're in a matrix, and we're in a matrix. They can kill me and just take my DNA and just clone me and send me back to my family, and just stuff like that. Evil, evil, evil. I say it in my, you know, in my medieval voice. Evil. It's just that, next time I go out of town, I stay in a room that doesn't necessarily have to smell like somebody smoked or whatever nearby, or the hallway doesn't smell like, like a musty smell, and maybe I can stay somewhere that's over $100 a night, or close to $100, somewhere that's, better. I stayed somewhere, places that were like 70 some dollars, but it wasn't much better than where I'm staying right now. Then I stayed somewhere and had a discount, and it was in Florida, and I really had a discount, but it had no hotel phone in the room. I had to use my cell phone. And then I had to use my cell phone to call the police because the business nearby was, they were playing music really loud, and it was disturbing me. And that does disturb people. And I brought my I bought my bullhorn just in case. And maybe I needed to speak out loud, or, send a message. Because you have to speak out loud and send messages and use your bullhorn and, help free people from slavery. It's just that I want to see people free from slavery. It's just that, I'm not convinced that people are really patriotic. They don't want to be patriotic, and, patriots are good and live in your country, want to making a change for the betterment of mankind, not for the ending of lives. It's just, some people don't need to be around, and, I'm not pushing nothing violent on them. It's just that some people don't need to be around people because they do bad things to people, and, and some need to be arrested, and, they lie to people, and they lie on the TV to people, and some people preach the gospel, and then they lie to people, and they don't care, and they give all these messages on knowing Jesus and knowing and being intimate with Jesus, but they don't care about freeing people from slavery. My heart these days is freeing people from slavery. Whether it's in your mind, or whether it's in your heart, or just releasing people from all kinds of bondages, and maybe that's a struggle of mine because I like action flicks, and some stuff might be not raise my vibrations, and I'm using other terms that people don't usually use, but I'm just saying, you might hear the fan in the background because I have a fan next to my head, and I take that with me when I travel too. It's just that, you have to care about people, and care that people are just rescued from dark places, and, just care that people aren't experimented on and tortured, and just, you gotta rescue people from being tortured and, abused. It's just that people say intimately know Jesus and teach people about intimately knowing Jesus, but they have no heart to rescue people from being tortured, and, some people just need to be rescued from that face mask, and, sometimes, the people need to be rescued. Sometimes they on a crappy job, and, in a crappy situation, And we gotta be able to rescue people from those, and we gotta be able to help people in bad situations that they can't change their bad situations. We have to be able to rescue people, house people, feed people that are hungry, and clothe people, and help people have a decent place to live and not a crappy place to live. And I live in an apartment with a crack on the wall, and some people live with their families, and they're pissed off that they live with certain family members because they don't want to live in a place like kind of like where I'm living, which sometimes they play loud music, and I have the crack on the wall, and the rent is overpriced for bad conditions and old places, and you don't want to see roaches crawling and just stuff like that. It's just, what can you do? It's just that you want to rescue people, but it's just that I just wish I knew people that cared, that I could actually be connected to closely, that cared about rescuing people from dark places and was willing to help with that. And it would even be better if we were all around the same age, or the same age, and maybe another single person like me, because if they're married, sometimes they're tied down, and I can't pull them away from their spouse or their family. And, not that I'm trying to pull people away, but seriously, stuff that I care about is just that I want to see people rescued and saved from slavery, and just get from under like tyrannical situations. Help stand up and be alive, and have strong men who aren't afraid of of disease, and that I can call 911, and not, they don't ask me if I'm having COVID symptoms, or I can call 911, and they can actually care about something other than me having COVID symptoms, and just stuff like that. It's just, I gotta go to sleep, and